Hello, and welcome to our students, their families, faculty, and staff. We know everyone is grappling with challenges stemming from the current crisis facing our country, but we did not want to lose the opportunity to recognize our doctoral students and celebrate their accomplishments. Our doctoral students work tirelessly to conduct research, train, and mentor undergraduates, and provide services to underserved communities in the county. They are trained in studying the entire lifespan of human development and the myriad factors that contribute to educational outcomes. I'm certain they will all go forward to lead productive, impactful careers. Today, we are presenting awards to our doctoral students to recognize their contributions, sacrifices, and research. Some of these awards are the result of a generous gift from private supporters. I want to take the time now to thank in particular Dr. Keith Currie and Stephanie Martinez for being steadfast champions of our students in the School of Education. Dr. Currie is an alumni of the UCI School of Education and currently serves as president and CEO of Compton College. Ms. Martinez is the wife of the late Dr. Michael Martinez, a longtime professor at the School of Education, a co-founder of our Ph.D. program, and a notable scholar in the field of learning, cognition, and intelligence. Thank you again for joining us today. Congratulations to the graduating students and the award recipients. Please enjoy the award ceremony.
I have the pleasure of announcing the recipient for the Keith Currie Scholarship for Spring 2020. The UCI School of Education alumnus Keith Currie established an annual scholarship to recognize and support a current student who has demonstrated significant growth in academic achievement and unusual perseverance, both qualities that characterize Currie's journey toward his doctorate. This year, the selection committee awarded this scholarship to Yailin Rocio Cervantes Rios. Yailin is a third-year psychology and education sciences double major, specializing in English language learning and children's learning and development. Yailin's long-term career goal is to bridge the gap between low-income, marginalized communities and higher education. Upon graduating, Yailin intends to pursue a master's degree in education and a teaching credential. Currently, Yailin serves as the president of the Pan-Hellenic Association, is a member of Gamma Phi Beta and Order of Omega Society, and is training to become a mentor for low-income first-generation college students through the Ant Leader Mentorship Program, AMP. Felicidades and congratulations to Yailin and her family.
Keith Currie Award recognizes a graduate student who has demonstrated growth in academic achievement and extraordinary perseverance. This year, we have the pleasure of recognizing two students, Nestor Tulagan and Miguel Abad.
I met Miguel about 5 years ago when he attended a seminar that I taught, and it became very clear to me very quickly that Miguel is a great thinker. He challenged everyone's ideas in the class, he raised difficult questions, he pushed everyone's thinking. Miguel exemplifies at its core the reasons why diversity of ideas are so important and essential in classrooms and in institutions of higher education. With his scholarship, Miguel aims to unsettle dominant paradigms of character education. His dissertation research focuses on ethnographic case studies of youth spaces that engage with notions of character that are not organized around traditional notions of citizenship or narrow academic and psychological outcomes, but rather they build on political consciousness and they interrogate the state. And Miguel argues that it is from these non-traditional educational settings, especially in the context of youth organizing, that we can learn to interrupt normative assumptions and narrow outcomes that often drive the narrowing scope of character education. I want to paraphrase from a letter of nomination that Miguel advisor submitted, Professor Gil Conches. He wrote, Miguel is a very unique and distinctive scholar and activist who has overcome many challenges to succeed. His passion and dedication for advancing the socio-economic and political conditions of low-income communities is to be admired. Miguel, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education, congratulations and our best wishes for a very successful and impactful career.
I know Miguel because I've served on his dissertation proposal committee, now his dissertation committee, and I'm looking forward to calling you doctor. And I've also been able to provide feedback to Miguel at different stages of his work. I'm so impressed by Miguel for so many reasons. You are such a thoughtful, critical, and reflective scholar. Your work is bold and brilliant and really makes a presence in the literature and beyond. Congratulations on this huge achievement and award. You deserve so much and more. And I just thank you for being the future and present of the Academy. And I'm so grateful to have been part of your journey. Congratulations again.
I want to congratulate Nestor for having been awarded the Currie Award. I first met Nestor when he came as a graduate student, and he was extremely enthusiastic and dedicated at that point, committed to both excellent scholarship, creative scholarship, and also extensive work within Decade and other organizations that were supporting the undergraduate URM students. He has just completed his dissertation, will be defending it in a couple of weeks, and it is by far one of the best dissertations I have ever read. Nestor, you are so deserving for this award, and I congratulate you and wish you the best as you go into your postdoc with Dr. Simpkins.
I just wanted to say congratulations for winning this award. You and I met 5 years ago. I think we got here actually at UCI at the same time and have worked together over the years. And you've just been, I don't know what to say, you've been a delight to work with. I could say so many things. You're very kind, you're nice, you always have a smile on your face no matter what's going on, that you're creative. I mean, not just in terms of your scholarship, but your drawings are just absolutely amazing. That you're strong when it comes to statistics, you're a great writer. I've been lucky to have worked with you over the last 5 years, and I'm excited to keep on working together over the next 2 years through the NSF postdoc. So we'll do great things together. So congratulations.
It's with pleasure that I introduce the Michael Martinez Prize for Outstanding Research and Service. And to start, I'd like a few of my colleagues to describe the award for you.
As a scholar, Professor Martinez is remembered for his intellectual curiosity, his significant contributions to our understanding of cognitive processes and the malleability of intelligence showed us how these processes could be applied to student learning.
Professor Martinez is also remembered for his kindness and collegiality. His entire career was based on lifting up others and fostering collaboration in a spirit of mutual respect.
This kindness was never more evident than in his work with students who universally benefited from his probing questions, patient guidance, and bottomless support for their intellectual and personal development through thick and thin.
Michael's extensive service contributions were essential to building the Department of Education and the Ph.D. in Education program, laying the foundation for our school. A true global citizen, he also served as a Fulbright Scholar in Fiji, a program director for the National Science Foundation, and visiting scholar at Columbia University, Cambridge University, and the College Board.
Among his many contributions that stay with us today are his several articles and books, most notably his final master work, Future Bright, A Transforming Vision of Human Intelligence, which shows us how to recognize and bring out the learning potential of everyone.
As you heard, Mike was an amazing man, and this prize, named after him, recognizes the accomplishments of a student as an intellectual researcher, teacher, mentor, colleague. And it's with pleasure that I congratulate Chris Wegemer for winning this year's award and for Jiwan Lee for making honorable mention. Congratulations.
Jiwan, congratulations. You're so deserving of the honorable mention for the Michael Martinez Prize. You're always eager to learn new things, and we as faculty know that you are the most trustworthy collaborator on research. We admire your intellectual curiosity and your engagement and your positive energy and your kindness. You have already achieved so much during these 4 years in our PhD program. Just this past year, you authored 3 publications, and you have advised several undergraduate students who have worked on various research projects, and they have just shared with me that working with you has been the highlight of their undergraduate experience at UC Irvine. This year, you also have worked many hours on a research practice partnership project at one of our ocean partner schools. And in just one short year, we've seen really tremendous impact on teacher practices and on the learning experience of children at the school. So again, Juan, on behalf of all the faculty in the School of Education, congratulations.
Chris and I first met when he was applying for our program, and he came early to interview the faculty that he might want to work with. I can remember being incredibly impressed with him at that time. He was deciding between several different institutions, and I did everything I could to convince him to come to UCI because we shared interests, and it's very likely that we would work together. So over the last several years, we've worked on several different kinds of projects together. Most closely, we've worked on Chris using data that I had collected over a very long period of time to try to look at the relationship between altruistic life goals and occupational choice. And he wrote an absolutely wonderful paper on that topic, and we had it published. So Chris, I want to congratulate you on this award. And wish you the very best as you go forward in your career. It has been wonderful to work with you, and I consider myself very honored to have been your mentor.
I'm delighted to be able to have this opportunity to recognize the outstanding contributions of Chris Wegemer, who so embodies the qualities of the late Professor Michael Martinez. Like Professor Martinez, Chris is a talented scholar who delves deeply and creatively into research questions. He's also a wonderful collaborator and tireless worker, much like Mike Martinez. Finally, like Mike, Chris has been relentlessly upbeat and positive even when faced with serious challenges. Chris and I began working together shortly after he arrived at UCI. We've now published papers together, designed and taught a new undergraduate course together, and designed and implemented a large follow-up study involving some 800 participants around the world. I also was very pleased to introduce Chris to the Samueli Academy, a local high school that serves foster youth and others in our community, where he remains deeply engaged with the students, the faculty, and alumni of that school. In all of these various projects, Chris has been nothing less than amazing. He's been a role model and an inspiration to me, and I know to many others. Congratulations, Chris, on receiving the 2020 Michael Martinez Prize for Outstanding Research and Service by a doctoral student. Well deserved.
In addition to these 2 faculty selected awards, we also have 2 student selected awards, the first being from the Associate Doctoral Students of Education. To present the ADSE award, here is Diane.
This award recognizes a graduate student who has given their time and energy to selflessly serve others within the School of Education. This is to acknowledge people who go beyond being a student in SOE, but to really serve as a critical community member and take on leadership roles. We have many people who are deserving of this recognition. My thanks and congratulations to everyone who was nominated. We asked the student body to just pick one winner though. So with that, please join me in congratulating Ashley Belgrave, our first-year student representative, in winning the 2020 ADSE Student Award.
I've nominated Ashley Belgrave for the ADSE Student Award because of her unwavering advocacy, communication, and service to the first-year cohort. Ashley, thank you so much for everything you've done this year. You deserve this. Congratulations.
Hey Ashley, I don't have anything really exciting to say, but I'm super happy that you won the ADSE award, and I think you really deserved it. And you've really led us this first year, and thank you so much for everything you've done.
I want to extend my congratulations to Ashley Belgrave for winning the ADSE Student Award. She's been supportive of her colleagues throughout this whole year and keeps us informed and is always committed to creating a better space in the School of Education for us.
Ashley's dedication is unrivaled. She listens and cares deeply for others. She is committed to their rights and well-being and courageous in her advocacy. Her passion is both contagious and empowering. Thank you for your service. You are very deserving of this award.
What you've heard in this presentation are just a few examples of the impact Ashley has had on her School of Education community. She has put endless time, effort, and energy into being the ADSC rep for her cohort. She is a true leader, and I am so thrilled she is the recipient of this award. Congratulations, Ashley. And in closing, I just wanted to say thank you to all of our School of Education doctoral students. I'm so proud to be a part of this community. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ashley. In addition to the ADSC award, the Diverse Educational Community and Doctoral Experience Committee also selects a student. To present the Decade Award, here's Jennifer.
Decade operates as a collaborative, where all our student members work together to advance our goal to provide solutions for the various challenges faced by students and the community through student support, student advocacy, and opportunities for social justice and service. However, each year, we honor one student member who's gone above and beyond in their work towards our mission, as decided by the student membership. This year's honoree is Daniela Alvarez Vargas.
Daniela and I work together on the Decade Team Drive and the Decade newsletter, and she's also super involved with the Climate Committee. And I can say that working with Daniela is an absolute blast, and she's definitely one of the most hardworking and caring people that I know. She's always ready to help and problem solve, and she's given so much of her time and effort to help others in the School of Ed. Thank you, Daniela, and congratulations.
Daniela, I want to congratulate you for your 2020 Decade Award. I've had the pleasure of serving with you on the Climate Council over the last year. You have represented student voices on that council, and that's a really critical part of the council. You've also helped to develop surveys, and you've given insights to the Climate Council. You're consistently there, and I really appreciate all your hard work. Congratulations. This is an award that's well deserved.
Congratulations, Daniela. You are so deserving of this award, and on behalf of Decade, thank you so much for your work this year.
All of our students have had amazing accomplishments throughout this year, and today we want to highlight some of these.
As you can see, our students have been exceedingly productive this year, which is especially impressive considering the turmoil and what this year has been like. But we'd like to take some time to recognize those students who have completed their PhDs and will be graduating. Here are our graduates for 2020. Congratulations to our graduating students. I know this was not the commencement you had hoped for, but it doesn't diminish from your impressive accomplishments in the face of so much adversity. We are so proud of you and we wish you the best. And to say a few words in closing, here is Associate Dean Beth Van Ness.
During these exceptionally challenging times, it is important to take time to pause, honor, and celebrate the outstanding contributions of our students. We are humbled by their passion and commitment to improving the life chances of youth through their research and teaching and service to the school and the community. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for joining us.